All right, my name's Sam from House of Fly, and we got a new dubbing here from MFC called Senyo's Dirty Bird Dubbing. Two great colors here. Comes in a ton of colors. We got them all on the site already at houseoffly.us. I'll link that up here in the video. This is a blue color, probably pretty focused on steelhead. It's got a lot of ostrich and kind of like a synthetic with some tinsel, kind of like an Arizona semi-seal. So really good looking to put into a dubbing loop. Tied a few steelhead flies and swung them this year with this, and it looks awesome in the water. And then this is the one I'm going to use tonight called Cat Vomit, an old school MFC name named after one of their old salmon fly patterns, I would assume. And this also looks great. So I got a trout spey fly kind of keyed up, ready to go, and we'll put this in a dubbing loop so you can see what it looks like on the front of a fly. All right, so I got a little trout spey kind of bugger started here. If you guys want to tie something like this, just marabou at the back, one piece of lateral flash, tinsel off the top there. This is just, I thought we should use Senyo's laser yarn here, since we are talking about Senyo's new Dirty Bird dubbing from MFC. So got that. And I just want to show you guys what this looks like in a dubbing loop. We tie a lot of our trout spey flies just on regular steelhead hooks. We found, especially with the rainbows, not so much the brown trout it's fine, but on the rainbows, when we throw a trailer hook style fly, we get a lot of short grabs and little plucks, and they don't fully get it. So we found when we go to a jig style hook like Fred's Bam Bam or just a solid hook, we get a better hook set. So again, it doesn't seem to matter too much with brown trout. So again, like I showed you guys before, this is that dubbing. It looks like totally awesome for putting in a dubbing brush, but there is a lot of ostrich in here, so you do have to pluck it out quite a bit, as you'll see. And you don't have to overspin this dubbing loop. That also helps. So however sparse you want it. If you want this to be long, if you want this to be longer and go back further around the fly, you can pull all this to one side, and then you'll have obviously longer strands of ostrich going out to one side. So that much of a spin is plenty, and it didn't make the ostrich too tight into the dubbing loop. Just pluck it out a little bit with whatever kind of brush you have. It's just like a little detailing brush. I think we have those on the site from Hairline. And we'll just wrap that up towards this eye. It's going to be pretty hard to not get that ostrich trapped as you go forward, unless you're being like insanely careful. So just wrap it up the best you can, and then you can just pull it out with your whip finish tool or something at the end. These eyes, if you're wondering, these are the squatchy barbells from Fly Project. These are tungsten, so you get this nice little profiled eye, but it's still tungsten, so it has a lot of weight. Like I'm throwing a Scandi line most of the time for trout, and so just a poly leader, so it doesn't get down a lot. And this way you get a little more depth on your swing, or if you throw it straight parallel to the current, it'll drop down quite a bit more. All right, so then we're just gonna pluck these out, like I said, just with your dubbing brush hook. Just pluck a bunch of those out. This new dubbing there's a ton of great colors for trout spey and for steelheading. and that kind of mixture of ostrich and I don't know what it is, Arizona semi-seal, but it's some kind of a synthetic in here. Perfect blend for this. So, as you can see, I think that profile is really nice on these trout spey flies. You've got a few weird long ostrich fibers, then pull them out and clean that up, but has a really nice airy look. This would do awesome where I live on the Missouri, and probably just about anywhere where trout are eating trout spey. So got a little UV in it underneath here. That ostrich synthetic, got one piece of flash blue lateral scale there on the top. I don't know if you can even see that, but it'll definitely show up in the water. And that squatchy barbell. So that's just one example of what we can do now with this new Senyo's Dirty Bird dubbing. Like I showed you earlier, we got the new, this is the bruise color, probably my favorite color for the bunch of the steelhead flies we've been tying. Kind of got that like blue angel hair that's often used on like a hobo spey. We love that fly. But yeah, new material from MFC. Go check it out at houseoffly.us.